What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Cruyff. This is probably one of the first times that I've actually ever got to use this card. I think we used a prime version, I want to say, last year. We may have even got the prime moments, but I can only remember the prime at the very minimum in drafts. We have now got the SBC today, and he is coming in at 1.7 mil on the Xbox. He's also coming in at 2.2 on the play. No, he's not. He's coming in at 1.6 on the PlayStation, 1.7 on the Xbox, and 2.1 on the PC. His tradable value is 2.1, 2.2, and 5.5 on the Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. So it's a decent price. Only, I think, 15 different requirements. We will have a look through the whole of the SBCs as we obviously go through them. We are using the loan today, which is just 181 rated team. So if we know what, I want to get him into loan at the very minimum, just because obviously I'm doing a lot of friendlies with reviews, objectives, because obviously they're giving you the Traores, all of them, the Italian lad who I've not done yet. So we've got a lot to do there, and it's nice just to have him as a loan anyway, just in case we don't actually finish his SBC. I don't particularly want to do any icon SBCs. I want the repeatable moments pack. But anyway, we've got the 5-star. He's 95 rated. He is a living, just a pure legend. Genuinely a legend. Unfortunately for myself, I did not manage to see him. I'm trying to think of where they, by 1972, as you can see, the kind of era that he was in was not mine. But obviously, we've seen YouTube clips, we've seen gameplay, all of that great stuff, and he just looked fantastic. So obviously a big player in Ajax, in Barcelona, as we see on the icon profile. We've got outside of the foot, we've got flair. Unfortunately, no finesse shots there. We can kind of deal with that one. He's got 92 pace, 95 shooting, 92 passing, 96 dribbling, and 76 physical. And I think the one thing with these icons, and especially the top ones, the R9, the Hullet, Eusebio, Cruyff, Ronaldinho, it isn't necessarily how impressive their stats are, because if we look at some footage cards, they are just unreal. Like, some of them are 95 plus on everything. Even physical and defending is up there. But I think what it mainly is the animation, and also a little bit of fear factor. When you're coming up against an R9, I know a bad one to kind of go with, because obviously he is fantastic. But if you do compare him to some of the top rated strikers we've got, you look at him at I'm trying to think, like a 97 Mbappe. They are very similar in it, but R9 has that massive fear factor. Mbappe's played every single game. R9, you don't learn how to deal with him very often, because not many people have him. So that's the same with Cruyff. There's only so many times I actually see him. Obviously, we will start seeing him a little bit more now, because obviously a lot of people would have been waiting for Cruyff, would have been waiting for that sort of moments to do. R10 is personally mine. Cruyff, I would love to get. I think he's one of the cards that I've neglected in this game. I really want to try him out. So let's jump into him. We've got a Hawk on, which gives you 97 pace, 98 shooting, and also 81 physicality. We will be going into FUT Champs with him to see off the final few games of the Prem. We need 3 more for the final pick. Let's get into it. See what Cruyff can do. Right then. Big old Cruyff. 2 million worth of a card. What can we find with him? I was going to say, I was like, nobody's actually attacking him. Probably should have went with a shot there, but thought we'll give him a try, give him that little pass, see what his passing's like in that middle of the box. Thought we may have been able to just sneak one in there, but so far, so good with him. He's managed to make one chance. We're through again. That's not going to be enough. Can we get the little block? No. He just is a weird build for me. Like, he's quite tall, but then he's very slender in his build. That is a poor pass. That's going to be a foul. Damn it. But he's one of them players that I personally, I'm not incredible at defending. I've definitely got worse just purely for the fact of rushing my attacks. I'm not necessarily kind of playing the smart meta where you kind of have a little bit of patience. And obviously I've not gone to that 5 at the back meta that really does work. But again, as well with my attacking, I'm forcing it too much. This game has been heavy on the whole patience, building your play, waiting for the right option. And I got really good at it, and it seems to have slipped. But when kind of like throughout the entire of the game, pretty much any version of Cruyff has always been absolutely fantastic. Can we just... Oh, he's got a power shot on as well. But yeah, every version of Cruyff has always been incredible. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of that look today with him in Champs. Obviously, I've only got 5 matches of him. We'll end up playing 2 or 3 of him, depending on how impact he is. Hopefully, we don't come up against too many high players, because I would like to see him kind of like in multiple attacks as well, rather than just maybe like the 1-2. I don't know if he was offside at that point, but he is partnered as well with Red Neymar as well, so that should be quite nice of a partner. Can't really get too much better there, and we'll see who outshines each other, because I really have got used to Neymar now. Obviously a very skillful player, whereas I think Cruyff is, but I feel like his kind of natural ability in terms of agility is there as well. That was good play. Smith Rowe trying it. Oh, can he tap it? Oh, that's lovely. Went with the rainbow flick. Unfortunately, didn't manage to find anything after, but keeper was coming out. I was hoping he just may have been able to kind of tap it just in front of the keeper, but unfortunately, keeper did get that punch first, and he's got a through ball into Smith Rowe here, who has been absolutely phenomenal in this champs. Seeing a lot of people with him. Cruyff. Can we get ahead? Oh, Walker's going to just burn him there for I think more strength than anything. That's where kind of like an R9 sort of striker muscles him out the way, gets that ball and kind of does what he wants with it. Whereas Cruyff, a little bit more of a slender build, like I did mention, is going to have less strength, which obviously means in battles like that against obviously some top rated defenders, he may lose a few strength battles. That's just natural. Cruyff down the wing this time. Obviously starts more on the wide side, just being a cam, as then we move him into position. Oh, that was poor from myself. Did win it back into Cruyff. Oh, just trying to take it round Yash in there. Does win it back. Oh, no, nearly. Really playing the kind of long game there. Oh, he's playing it very, very risky out the back. If we can continue doing that, he will make a mistake going that way. Cruyff is going to hand it to Coman. And again, he's got him again. Back inside. Lovely. Into Neymar. Round a keeper. Takes the defender out. Thank you very much. It's a lovely assist from Cruyff. Again, Coman and Cruyff linking up quite nicely there. Neymar just needs to slot it home, which should be very, very simple for someone of his caliber as well. There he is. Oh, crunching tackle from Smalling. Okay, he's just lunging with Smalling, but we just absolutely annihilate the pace there. Very, very quick on the ball. Oh, I didn't think he was going to just lunge in like that. Normally, it always is. It's a weird tactic when someone just lunges straight out from the box, just because the amount of penalties that are given from there. Do win the ball back. I'm looking for Cruyff in that box. We find a bit of Mina back into Cruyff. I was hoping we were going to get a foul there. Turn it. There it is. Oh, he's so lucky that we just needed to go down. Roll through the legs. Oh, he's a bit of flair. Little bit of flair, and he's absolutely slapped it. Another assist from Cruyff, unfortunately, did most of the hard work, and then Neymar just with a couple of heel-to-heels absolutely slapped it. Again, Cruyff is going to find in a bit of Neymar. He's going to chip the goalkeeper for his hat-trick, and it goes in, and we win the game 3-0. Cruyff getting in on them little tackles there, winning the ball back for me. Going to find the 1-2 with Coman potentially. No, we're not. Going to find in Cruyff ourselves. Little Ronaldo chop's really not that used, and I don't know why I attempted it. Literally, I feel that's probably one of the first Ronaldo chops in a long time, and again, that is exactly why. Oh, that's a through ball if I've ever seen one. Oh, that's a great save. Ooh, lucky. Cruyff making a nuisance of him with Ramos. That's what you want to see from him. Adding a little bit of flair to it. Oh, was going for the first touch. For some reason, he didn't make that first touch. Is what I wanted to bring it onto his right. Potentially then to make a little bit of a finesse. That's going to be a ball through if I've ever seen one. Maldini pinching it away. Oh, God. Defending absolutely on point. Oh, he finds him in again. It's literally the Cruyff assist master. That's what it is. 4 assists. Absolutely stunning stuff. Neymar's reaping all of the benefits from Cruyff in this match. Oh, there it is. And a volley. Cruyff getting his just deserves with a lovely little spinning volley. Dan James doing very well to take the ball from that defender in air. And then obviously it's a step in right for Cruyff. It's a cross that's been perfectly weighted, ready for the defender to come to James. And then Cruyff's absolutely on his own. I think the keeper could have reacted potentially, but it was a very short ball. It not necessarily had enough time for flight, so maybe kind of holding wide too early would have almost guaranteed the goal anyway. Into him again. He's found Dan James. He's found Walker, in fact, out wide. Going to lump a ball across, and that's more of the kind of one I'm expecting the keeper to get, more so than obviously the one prior. Oh, we nearly stole that. Oh, into Cruyff, and that's always buried. Very basic mistake from obviously him. Kante's just gone with the back heel, and Cruyff does what he does best. There's, 4 assists, 2 goals in 2 matches. Stunning work. Cruyff, goes for the near post. FIFA 20, that would have been definitely game, set, and match in the goal. Cruyff, didn't thought that was very ambitious on the heading, really. Oh, puts him through, but it's just not enough. Goes in battle with 2 defenders and a goalkeeper and comes out with a corner kick. That heading's just not been the same recently. Little dink into Cruyff. Takes the touch, and that is expert. Absolutely expert finish. Little bit kind of hit and miss with how he scores it, because obviously, realistically, the keeper should be saving it, but I'm never going to complain with a goal from Cruyff. Here we go. What can we go? We got Mina chasing. Lovely. Oh, it just came off me as well. I mean, that was very, very basic attacking, really. Didn't really stress anything on the defenders there. Oh, Neymar. Absolutely sensational. A normal kind of attack, really, I would have gone with Neymar there, and more than likely the guy off the line would have saved it. Instead, I've gone with that late fake shot, so the defenders completely thought that I was going for the shot, and then it's just a simple pass in to Cruyff, obviously, and there, beautiful. Takes the defender out of the equation, and there you go, open goal completely. Oh, that's it. It's got to be. Oh, Mina's going to catch him. Keeper. Oh, he's done him. Good save, Areola. Lovely inside there. But unfortunately, didn't manage to kind of try anything with a keeper. But Mina myself is going to just nod it in. Beautiful. So going into the overall for big boy Cruyff then. Honestly, he is fantastic, obviously. We knew that that's what he was going to be. Let's have a quick little gander at his SBC then. So we've got the standard bronze gold. Standards normal. Let me just tick a few of these, because then we know roughly what we're dealing with. How many was it? Was it 15? I want to say it was about 15 SBCs, which, to be honest, isn't awful. It's still not great in this sort of kind of game, but like, you think about this, an 89 rated squad now is 180k. It used to be about 400 or 500k, so that's not awful, and we'll discuss it. So we got bronze and silver standard, 81, 1 team of the week or team of the season with 1 Ajax player. Again, pretty simple. 84, 84. How many team of the weeks we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 team of the week or team of the seasons are needed in total. Obviously 84, 84, 85, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Okay, so from 85, it is 2 squads all the way up to 89. I personally think these icon packs, it's only good if you really want this card. Like, yes, he is phenomenal. Same as if you went and did Hullet. Same as if you went and did Ronaldinho. And I guarantee if next week we get R9, the same as you get R9. It is all dependent on who you want. Like, for instance, if we take Nannik as an example. Henry, one of his favourite cards, if not his favourite player of all time. It's a well worth SBC. Ronaldinho, to me, again, it would be worth it if I did it, because he is one of my favourite players. But I'm personally not willing to put... I know the difference between like an Henry card and Ronaldinho in terms of SBC is nuts, but that's the difference. Ronaldinho is like 20-something SBCs. I personally don't want to put that in. I would much rather hopefully take every single one of these squads and whack every single one into an icon moments repeatable, if they do it. I feel that they have to at some point, because we've got a lot of fodder. Yes, they're giving us Cruyff, they're giving us icon packs like singular, but it's not going to be enough. The 85 times 10 is absolutely nuts, and it's still out for another 2 days. We're going to go absolutely ham on it to stock every last item in the club as possible, and then obviously we can then do as many moment SBCs as possible. The club will be sent into it, and then we could get someone good. You never know. But in terms of Cruyff then, in terms of the actual card, he is fantastic, obviously. It was a joy to play with him. We won 2 out of the 3 matches we played with him. The final guy came and decided that he wanted to really try for it and managed to get the lead back and then go ahead by 2 in the 85th. So unfortunately we lost that one, but he did very well. I think there was 4 or 5 assists in there with, I think, a hat-trick of goals. Stunning play. He's fast. He's got a great shot on him. Obviously, we whacked Hawk on him. His dribbling was nice. Passing was good. Did tend to win the ball back sometimes, but I did find that strength did let him down when going head-to-head with some of the footage centre-backs we've got. Obviously, someone like Amina with a Maldini, a Laporte, a Varane, and Ramos, obviously. 98 Ramos was just king. But in terms of them players, you want to be just hitting off. He's a passing sort of player. He's very agile, can get around them. And I think the one thing that he does, he just manages to come out on top. I do find that with a lot of these top-end players, it's not necessarily something that you do. They just happen to keep the ball. I don't know if it's something programmed in them or not, but if I'm using like an 85, 86, they do lose the ball quite a lot, but they don't retain it. Whereas I play with a Ronaldinho, I play with an Eto'o, an R9, a Cruyff, a Hullet, and even if they get attacked, they seem to just keep the ball for some reason. So it's just a natural thing I've noticed personally. It may just be me. Obviously, he did have a 96 last year and a 95 before that. I don't know which kind of dynamic I prefer. I think I prefer this dynamic in FIFA 20. I do like that they've kind of got like a darker shade with a lot of these dynamics this year. It kind of adds a little bit more to the card. Obviously, he's got the darker kit on as well, which is quite nice. But I feel like the facial expression personally looks better in this one. You kind of see, I don't know, the hair just looks kind of like a wig more than anything, whereas I feel like that you can kind of see the natural sort of pose, but I do prefer it over FIFA 19. A little bit picky, I know, no one really wants to hear that. But in terms of the Icon SBC, I think it is well worth it. It is obviously a little bit cheaper than normal, with obviously Hullet having like 30 and Ronaldinho having about 25. This guy's only got 15, which I think isn't too bad if you take out that 2 of them are bronze and silvers and 1 of them is obviously an 84. One of them's an 81, sorry. The rest of them then being relatively 84 to 89. It's kind of expected. I just wish that they were kind of like a non-expiry. And to be honest, this SBC runs out on the 30th of September. We will be playing the new game by then. So I don't know. I personally don't know with the SBC. I feel like this year they've done better to get these out. I just wish that they were a bit sooner. There's just no point doing them anymore. Like, I would much rather go with a Moments Repeatable and absolutely slap that than grind quite a bit to get a Cruyff, a Hullet, a Ronaldinho, and then only use him for like a week or 2. I know that's the Moments, but it's packing him that is part of the process. But he's obviously a 10 out of 10. He is fantastic. He'll fit into pretty much anybody's team, unless you've got a God Squad, which more than likely you've probably got him in it anyway. He is phenomenal. That's much more you can say about him. So let me know if you're going to be completing Cruyff. If you are, leave a like down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all for the next one. Peace.